Hello, welcome in. Um, Welcome to today's chair stretching class. My name is Elena Brown, and I'll be your instructor for the day. I'm here on behalf of the South Central Foundation for Fitness, Dance, and the Arts, and we want to thank the Black Visions of Wellness for allowing us to use this platform and for allowing us to do this class. As per usual, we are going to do our stretches and then we'll end with our wellness point of the day. So, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start by rotating our neck, moving in any direction that you want to, but just nice and slow movements, making sure that we're getting each and every angle. And then in the opposite direction. All right, and now we're nodding up and down. And now we're going from side to side. And we're looking from our right to our left. And then I want you to look to your left and nod up and down. And look to our right and nod up and down. Awesome job. Now we're just going to shrug those shoulders back. And shrug them forwards. And we're just going to take a couple deep breaths in and out. So inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. All right, now we're going to take our right shoulder back. This nice and isolated movement. And start with the other side. And now we're taking that left shoulder and bringing it forwards. And right shoulder, bringing it forward. Awesome. And now we're going to take our hands above our heads, stretch all the way up, as if you're going to touch the ceiling. And bring those arms down. We're going to put our right hand on our right shoulder and just rotate that shoulder. And same thing going back. Awesome job. Now left hand on left shoulder, doing the same thing. Going forwards. And going back. All right, awesome. Again, put those arms above the head. Try to touch the ceiling. And continue to stretch out all the way and bring those arms down over to the left side with our right arm, stretching out the side, our obliques, and also the sides of our arm. And on the other side, doing the same thing. And bring those arms above the head again. And take your right elbow behind the head. And other side, doing the same thing. Awesome job. Take those arms straight up again and bring them down by our side. And now we're just going to flex the back. So you should feel like you're hunching over. And curve that back. Nice hunch. And curve that back. Again. And curve that back. And now we're just going to take a couple deep breaths, practicing deep breathing. It's going to help us to regulate our system. So we're going to inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to do that 3 times. Ready? And inhale. And exhale. Inhale for 5. And exhale. And now we're going to inhale. We're going to hold our breath at that 5-second mark. So ready? Hold. And exhale. Awesome job. Alrighty, now we're going to swing our arms to warm them up a whole lot more. I like to swing them across my chest, but you can also do like in this star-like motion, just to fully get those shoulders, that back, and those sides and those arms stretched out. All right, we're going to come over onto our right side again, or sorry, onto our left side with our right arm again. And onto our right side. And we're going to interchange those. So left side, right side, left side, right side, left side, and right side. Awesome. And now we're going to twist our torso, twisting from the left to the right. We are going to place our left hand on our right hand onto our left knee and just twist and hold. And same thing on the other side. And then we are going to fall over onto our knees and just hold this position. And slowly come up. We are going to do some more stretches for our torso. I want us to take our hands behind our head, and we're going to come down onto our torso and back up, and we're going to do that for 10 times. Ready and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Come on up, and we're going to turn our torso again over to the left side and over to the right side. And we're just going to interchange that, making sure that our torso is fully activated. All right. And we are going to do that exercise one more time, or 2 more times actually. So we're going to put our hands behind our head and we're going to come down and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're going to take a quick little deep breath session right here. We're going to inhale and exhale for 5. So inhale for 5 and exhale for 5. Inhale, exhale. You want to make sure that you're sitting up tall in your seat when you're inhaling and making sure that you are releasing your breath on a consistent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale slowly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do that one more time. Inhaling for 5, exhaling for 5. Awesome job. Alrighty. So now what we're gonna do some stretches for we're gonna do one last stretch for our torso. So we are taking our hands behind our head and we're just gonna do that same exercise that we were doing before again. So ready and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome job. Alrighty, and so now what I want us to do is I want us to fall over on our knees again and just try to round out that back. You want to make sure that your back feels fully stretched out. And we're going to rise up. We're going to take our hands out in front of us. And curve that back. Sit those shoulders down. And take those hands behind the back and you're going to interlock them and just push down on your hands. You want to make sure that you're fully stretching out. So I like to sit back in my chair and just allow gravity to do the work for me. And coming straight up. Let's go ahead and transition to some of our wrist stretches. So we're just going to twirl our wrists. Twirling the wrists, making sure they're nice and moving. As we know, we use our wrists literally for everything. And some of our wrist strength tends to go as we age. But it is good to just move them throughout the day to make sure that they are still working properly and still well-oiled machines. So what I like to do is I like to take my 2 fingers here on the outside of my hand and my thumb on the inside of my hand, and I'm literally just rotating my hand back and forth. So like this hand has no movement in it unless I move it with my other hand, and I'm just making sure that it's all loose and it feels good. Awesome. And I'm going to do the same thing for this wrist. So in this one, I can hear a couple of cracks in it when I first started doing that. So it's good to just move your wrist manually with your other hand. This is what it looks like from the side. And awesome. Just twirling those wrists again. And then we're going to take our hand, push it outwards, and pull those fingers back. You should feel a stretch here in your hands and also in your forearm. And then same thing here, pulling those fingers back. Awesome. Then we're going to do the same thing on the left side. So I'm pulling these fingers back. Again, you should feel it in this area here, making sure not to strain your hand, but just give it a nice stretch. And pull those fingers back towards you. So I'm trying to push my wrist forward and my fingers back. Awesome. And then I'm just going to stretch out my fingers a little bit, get them moving and well lubricated, and making sure that they all feel normal. So I'm just twirling one by one. Putting them together and stretching out my hands like so. So this is what it looks like on the inside. Awesome. And then we're just going to shake out those wrists, shake them really well. And awesome. So now we're going to do some arm circles. So I want for this exercise, or I want for this movement to be like an exercise. I know sometimes we do it as a stretch, but our arm circles are actually great for toning up our tricep area and also our shoulder area. So the smaller the circle that we do, it is going to be more beneficial for strengthening those muscles that are in that area. So I think we're gonna do a timer. Let's see whether we can do 30 seconds worth. We'll see how that feels. If that is a little too difficult, then we're going to go down to like 20 seconds or so. So let me get my timer started. So our arm circles are gonna look like this. And again, you're doing small, tight circles. One of the tips that I like to keep in mind is to act as though there's a little circle right here and my fingers are circling the circumference of this little tiny circle. And so they're staying inside of that circle, and you will feel it in your triceps and in your shoulder area. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with 30 seconds of arm circles, going forwards or backwards, whatever you prefer. Ready and begin. Ooh, that definitely says 30 minutes. Don't want to do that for 30 minutes. Hold on one second. Okay, ready and begin. Remember to keep those arms out wide. You should feel some tension in your back from your back muscles activating. So this is a great exercise, not only for our arms, but for our entire upper body, our chest, our back, and of course our arms, like I mentioned. So great exercise. You want to go faster and faster. And just like that, we are done with that 30-second set. We're going to do that 2 more times, and then we will transition to some leg exercises, or sorry, not leg exercises, leg stretches, and then we'll do some upper body exercises. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get started with our second set of arm circles. Ready and begin. Keeping those arms up, nice and tight. Remember that circle. Don't let your fingers get outside of that circle. You want to maintain that tightness. Keep going, making sure that our back and our arms are activated. We are almost done here. Keep going. Breathing in and out. And awesome. Awesome job. So we're going to allow our shoulders and our arms to rest for just a second, and then we'll get started with our third set. And like I said, we'll transition into some leg exercises. So you want to make sure that through all these exercises, you are breathing, inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your mouth. That's going to regulate your body temperature and really soothe the pain that you may feel from a lot of exercises. So that's just a great rule to have. Let's go ahead and get started with our third set of arm circles. Ready and begin. Sitting up straight in our chair. If you can go faster, go faster. If you can go smaller, go smaller. You want to make sure that you're going as fast and as tight as you possibly can maintain. And we are done. Awesome job. Give yourselves a round of applause. Very, very good job. We are going to bring our right arm across the body, stretch it out. I'm anchoring it with my left hand. And same thing for the other side. All right, awesome. And then taking my right elbow behind the head, stretching out that tricep. And on the other side. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do the stretch that we always do where we have our one hand behind the back, trying to reach for, let's say, your hair or just your upper back side. And then we're going to touch it with our other hand and feel that stretch. You can grab if you can. That feels really, really great when you grab. And same thing on the other side. Whew. All right, awesome job. I can feel that stretch in my shoulders and everywhere. All right, so let's transition to our leg stretches. What I want us to do is straighten out those legs in front of us and stretch out that back as well. We're going to do our total body stretch. So you should just feel like you're laying on your chair. So making sure that I don't blur out for the entire video. And come down, and you are going to touch your toes. Go ahead and touch those toes. And then what we're going to do is we're going to place one foot in front of us. So my left knee is going to be in front and my right leg is back. And I am just feeling the stretch in my inner thigh muscles and also in my hamstrings and quads. So maintaining this stretch. And same thing on the other side. I have my right leg bent and forwards. My left leg is back and I can feel the stretch. Awesome. All right. And now what we're going to do, we are going to place our foot up top on top of our leg and just come down and touch your toe. And doing the same thing on the other side. Awesome. And we're just going to bring up our foot and we're just going to rotate the ankle for some ankle mobility. So the same thing that we did with our wrist, we're doing with our foot, just rotating it. Awesome. Same thing on the other side. Awesome. Alrighty, so what we are going to do now is we're going to do 2 upper body exercises. So what I would like for you to do is place your arms out by your sides. You're going to bring them together, come out and push up. So it's one cohesive movement. And let me make sure that you all can see the top of my hands when I do this. So coming in together, out and up. All right, so we're going to do this for 30 seconds. We're going to do 2 sets. Ready and begin. This may sting your shoulders a bit. Just continue to maintain that posture and you will be just fine. Breathing through. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. All right, awesome. So we're done with that. We're doing 30 seconds of rest and then we're going to do our second set. And then after that, we'll do one last arm upper body exercise. All right, about 10 seconds left on the clock. Remember that we are breathing through this exercise. I know it's not simple, but it's definitely going to help our shoulders and our upper body strength. So let's go ahead and get started with our second set. Ready and begin. Inhale and exhale. Awesome job. All done with that one. So our next exercise is going to, let's see, what are we doing? We're going to do some bicep curls. So I know bicep curls are kind of interesting to do without weights. But what I want you to do is I want you to act as though there is something resisting you. So there's a lot of power in doing exercises with no weight and with mental resistance. So we're just going to lift up our arms and we're going to do that for 10 times and we'll do 2 sets of that. So ready and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome job. Alrighty, we're gonna do one more set of that, and then we will transition to our wellness point of the day, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. Ready and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome job. Alrighty. So let's go ahead and get started with our wellness point of the day. I believe, I'm trying to remember what we spoke about last week. Let's see. Lower body exercises. So today we're going to talk about some of the benefits of increasing your upper body strength. So, a lot of our workout routines will focus solely on our lower half or our core, but um, enjoying our upper body exercises is just as important, if not more important. So, lack of upper body strength can result in stooped posture or being unable to lift and carry heavy items, such as, groceries as we're going in the house, or grandkids or kids. When we're building furniture, just carrying things like that. So, our upper body strength, in my opinion, would be just as foundational as our lower body strength. So, the upper body refers to your arms, forearms, shoulders, chest, and hands. And these muscles create a bridge from the chest, limbs, and torso to your spinal column. Strengthening can improve posture, athletic performance, confidence with everyday tasks, and decreases age related atrophy. So, this specific region includes muscles like the rotator cuff, deltoids, or shoulder muscles, biceps and triceps, pectoralis or chest muscles. Um, and so, in good form, these stabilizing muscles improve how firmly you can grasp, clench, and hold objects. It contributes to your fine motor skills. It improves your ability to push, pull, and press with your hands. Um, Press with your arms, shoulders, back, and chest. So that's why doing a lot of back exercises are going to be really helpful for your ability to operate as well. And so it can also help you extend and flex your hands and your wrists and your forearms and move your shoulders up and down, draw your shoulder blades toward the center of your back, and draw your shoulders forward. So, why should you focus on upper body strength? Let's consider the following benefits. It helps to improve posture, like we spoke about. So, muscle imbalances can emerge in many people who have sedentary desk jobs. So, honestly, they've been saying for a while now that the sedentary lifestyle is like the new cancer. This is the fastest way that you can get cardiovascular disease, and other heart issues that literally will take over your life if you don't take over it. So, not having a sedentary lifestyle is definitely step number one. But the chest muscles become tight, the back is loose, and the shoulders begin to roll forward. So that's where they get that hunch from, causing you to hunch. So strengthening the back and shoulder muscles can make it easier to correct the posterior imbalance, and that contributes to greater core strength. Beyond the effects of an office job, workouts focused on the upper body benefit runners and cyclists as they tend to lean forward and develop resulting posture issues. So, yeah, we definitely have to be careful as we are going on our day to days, whether you're in an office job or you are in a different type of job that requires you to sit down a lot. Definitely be mindful of how your body is reacting to that, and making sure that you are taking the proper precautions to mitigate the effects of that. So, maximizing your workout. A strong upper body can have a ripple effect through the rest of your workout and physical activities by improving coordination no matter the activity, developing stronger arms, which are key for swimming, running, and cycling, decreasing injury risks, which can increase when you work out with poor posture, strengthening your arms and core, helping your body burn calories at a faster rate, increasing your speed by propelling your lower body forward, improving your balance and agility, building endurance. So it can also help with better heart health. The upper body also encompasses the heart. Strengthening your cardiac muscle can have a positive effect on the circulatory and cardiovascular systems by elevating oxygen levels, helping with weight control, reducing artery damage relating to high blood pressure, blood sugar, and cholesterol, and lowering heart attack and heart failure risks. So those are some great benefits. Think about it, your heart is in the center of your chest, and so as you are working out your upper body, the heart is also going to strengthen as well in cardio exercise, but then also in some of your strength training workouts. And so it can also help with injury prevention. For athletic activities, a stronger back and shoulder muscles improves your posture, which can lessen injuries related to poor form. When it comes to everyday tasks, stronger upper body muscles help you lift heavy items. Without strengthening these areas, your lower back muscles often have to compensate for the arms and shoulders, which can result in strain, unexplained pain, or an overuse injury. So if you're recovering from an injury or preparing your body for physical activity, it's definitely important that you strengthen your upper body. So some of the upper body exercises that I like to do, and this will be the last thing that I discuss with you all, are going to be upward press. So that's kind of like where we were doing this movement right here. Another great exercise for our upper body and our back are going to be back flies. So we bend over and we take our weights out by the side. That's going to strengthen your back. And then a third great and final exercise is one that we did today, bicep curls. That's going to help to strengthen your biceps, which you literally use for everything. So as you're carrying groceries, carrying kids, think about that. So your training becomes more real life oriented. All right, so those are all the benefits that I have for training your upper body today. I hope you guys enjoyed our class for today and hope to see you next week. All right, bye-bye.